Jack, welcome to Doncaster Rovers. How pleased are you to make this move?
Very pleased. It's a step in the right direction for me. It's something that when it came about, it was something that I was dying to see that where it could go, and it all happened very quickly, and that was the best case scenario for me. It's all been done very smoothly, and now that it's all done, I'm so happy to be here and can't wait to get going.
Why is Doncaster Rovers the right club for you?
Well, I remember playing here years ago, and it was a tough game, even though it was all them years ago, and it was a great atmosphere, and it's a team that have been up and down the leagues, and a team that probably is on the up, and that's a big that was a big plus for me in terms of an option as to come here, and there's a lot of ambition in the club. And everyone's ambitions within the club seem to match mine.
I'm sure speaking to Grant McCann as well, excited by what he had to say about his plans.
Absolutely. He was from the moment I first spoke to him, and the plans he outlined for this club, and where he wants to take the club, and where he wants everyone as the club to go moving forward. It's something that really aligned with what I want, where I want to take my career, and it's only positive things in terms of making this happen, and like I say, I'm very delighted to be on board.
What does it mean to you to be back in the EFL?
That's always been a part of where I've wanted to be. I had a brief spell of it a few years ago now, and through reasons I dropped out of it, and getting back into the National League 3 years ago, it was always a plan in place that I wanted to achieve, and that's always something that I wanted to be back into, to test myself there again, and it's a challenge that I'm very much looking forward to, and to be doing it at a club like this, it's like I say, it's a great plus for me to be at this club back in the EFL.
Is it fair to say this is a big move at this stage of your career for you?
I think so. In terms of playing National League for the past 3 years, I think it's any move up into the Football League is considered a big move, but it's something that I'm relishing, and something that I'm really looking forward to, and something that I want to achieve again. Like I say, I had a previous small stint, but again, I'm coming into the EFL off the back of plenty of games, and I know the challenge is it's a whole different league to be challenging in. There's a lot of good quality teams in this league, including Doncaster, and I've through speaking to the manager and people around the club, we know that this is a big season for us, and we've all got the same ambitions, and it's one that I'm looking forward to, and it's going to be an exciting season.
What have these last few years at Halifax done to you? Obviously your hometown club, a club that means an awful lot to you, but what has it done for you as a player?
Yeah, well, firstly, it's a club that is very close to me, and it was always going to be a tough decision to leave a club that's so close to me, but I always said it had to be the right one, it had to be the right fit, and as soon as the interest was there, and speaking to Grant, like I said, I knew more or less straight away that this is the right move for me in terms of making the step up and being able to showcase my abilities, and helping push this club where it wants to be.
Nice to sign off with a bit of silverware, and you lifting it as captain on the day as well for Halifax.
Yeah, it was a great way to sign off, and something that will live long in my memory, and something that I'll always have with me, and me and Halifax Town will always share that memory together, and it was a special day, and it was great to leave on a high like that.
For the Rovers fans that might not be too familiar with you, what sort of player can they expect to see you?
I'm a full-back that likes to get up and down, with the sole focus of my first things first is keeping clean sheets, defending well, and then on top of that is getting up and supporting attacks, overlapping when I can. A player that's quite aggressive on the front foot, and who likes to be threading passes forward on the ball, and just up and down with a bit of energy and a bit of vocalism.
With what you've seen, with what you've heard from the gaffer and that, what are you expecting from the side this season?
I'm expecting a team to be on the front foot, positive football in terms of playing through the thirds. You know, I've seen some of the names in the change room that we've got here already, and the good names and a good squad that's been put together, and I'm very happy to be a part of that. And it's going to be a team that's, you know, like I say, on the front foot, aggressive, you know, with a purpose of, you know, sustaining attacks and wanting to put teams to the sword.
And fingers crossed, challenging at the top end of the division.
Absolutely, that's always the aim for anyone going into a new season, and the plans are in place for that to happen. And that was a big part of my decision to come here, is the ambition of promotion, and that's what we all seem to be on board in. That's what we want to achieve in the new season, and I'm delighted that is, you know, hopefully where we're going to be pushing for going forward.